Hi, everybody. Hope everything's going well. This is my first live session. I plan to have regular live sessions kind of on a weekly basis just to make sure that things are going well. If there's topics or things that you would like to discuss, that would be great. So, today I'm going to talk a little bit about essentially the QA Revolution channel, kind of how it started, what has been happening over the past several years. So, originally, probably around 10 years ago, um, I took a master's course around marketing. And one of the activities or assignments that we had to do was to talk about, brand and the importance of branding. And so that kind of struck with me. And then over the years, kind of what I've done is I've essentially, helped to establish what I call this QA Revolution brand. So at the time, I was working for a company, and we had a large testing organization, and the organization itself kind of lacked some credibility within the organization. And so, what I wanted to do is just kind of build that brand up and make sure that the team felt together, kind of cohesive. And so, that's really where the name QA Revolution kind of came out from there. So, some of the things that I started to do with the team is just obviously build the brand, build the awareness. We had some road shows within the organization just to make sure that the team was cohesive. We had a slogan, we had different things around, mission statements and different things like that. And so we also, over time, I also built a website called QARevolution.com. And then I also built this QA Revolution YouTube channel. And so those were some of the things that, I did to kind of extend the brand beyond just the immediate software team. So on this channel, you'll see a lot of information about software testing. So that'll be the primary channel activities. It has more recently involved or expanded to include AI. And so you'll see a lot of topics talking about, AI testing, the issues that you have with AI. We'll look at different tooling. A lot of focus right now, and in my mind, is around Claude. So how can tools like Claude and OpenAI and different AI tools help us to kind of accelerate the testing cycle? And then, we may talk about, learning, training. There's different, certifications. There's different things that you can learn from just AI in general. So that is going to expand what we talk a little bit more about, from that perspective. And so we'll dive into some of that information as well. And then there's also an area that I talk a little bit about. So I've been in IT and technology in general now for about 25 years. So I have a lot of experience and expertise around looking at, improving things like resumes, doing different things around job searches, different, questions that you may run into during an interview process, and just talk a lot about the change and the evolution in terms of, how do you find a job? What are the ways to search to find a job? The importance of doing things like networking, and different topics, within that space, and really just the evolution. And so, not only are we talking about evolution as it relates to software testing, we talk about evolution as it relates to AI. And then we also, we'll talk about things related to evolution as hiring and just technology and all that extension. So, my purpose and my intent is really to kind of communicate and share that knowledge across and really try to, you know, grow and retain and expand that knowledge as it relates to different topics, from that perspective. So I just really, wanted to kind of come on here. I will start to potentially have more scheduled live sessions. And so I think in general, it seems like, a Thursday night may be a good time to have those sessions. But, and then I'll try to do a better job of, pre-scheduling those so that people are aware and can come on here, ask me any questions that you may have about, just the various topics, and try to make this live session as interactive as possible, from that perspective. So I'll kind of close it out with that for today, but I look forward to engaging with people on the channel, and looking forward to having more live discussions as it relates to these various topics. And with that, I'll close it out, and we'll see you next time. Thank you.